in Iowa City. They're going crazy in Carver Hawkeye Arena, or they're about to, because here comes their hero. Lincoln McIIravy, the junior at Iowa, at 150 pounds, has won, as you saw, 57 straight matches. He's 25-0 this year. In his career, he's lost only twice, 74, 2, and 7. Those losses came as a freshman. And now he's got 15,000 friends behind him. Steve Marianetti's the number 2 seed in this weight class from the University of Illinois. He's a senior. "23 years old, Marianetti. McIIravy only 20. McIIravy from Phillips, South Dakota. Honor roll student at Phillips High School, and got the nickname the Dakota Destroyer, and you'll probably see why before it's all over.
Well, I'm very impressed. Oh, and McIIravy is caught. That should be a takedown right there.
It is.
And Marianetti almost had McIIravy on his back, still has him in trouble. And they run out of match space, out of bounds.
McIIravy, the 1 seed, Marianetti 2, and then there are your other All-Americans. And again, we remind you that if you finish up to 8th, you become an All-American. And they changed that rule. It used to be up to 6.
Well, it's been in effect now up to 8 now for several years, and certainly I feel that's a good rule. And McIIravy attempting a single leg shot got very extended, and Marianetti hanging onto his head goes for a cross ankle, hooks up on that knee, and almost was able to drive through McIIravy and put him on his back for some near fall points, but they go out of bounds. It's now 2-1 McIIravy with that escape. Marianetti, part of a rejuvenated Illinois program, and we've seen both Michigan State and Illinois rise now to start to challenge Iowa.
Mark Johnson and Jim Heffernan, the coaches there, and Johnson took a team that finished 9th in the Big Ten a year ago, and now they're up amongst the elite.
Well, they finished 4th this year, but here they have 2 finalists, one of whom is a sophomore, so they certainly will have Benyon back next year, who we'll see in our next finals match.
The senior Marianetti doing a very good job. Ahead 2-1 with 1.5 minutes left to go in the first period.
And McIIravy has been unable to really get a good leg shot in. Marianetti in beautifully on McIIravy. McIIravy doing a nice job of countering.
McIIravy's strength is outstanding. You see, he just can't turn him.
And that's a takedown.
He did finally get it, 4-1. And this crowd now momentarily discouraged.
And McIIravy gets his escape.
4-2, under 1 minute left in the first period.
Get in.
And the pace of McIIravy here is furious. Marianetti, though, has been just kind of waiting and looking, biding his time to find that one little angle to start his attack with. He's been successful.
Got hit in the eye, and that is his wife, Lisa.
Contact.
She's definitely tense.
I'm sure she wrestles the entire bout with Lincoln. And there's a hush here in Carver Hawkeye Arena as this Hawkeye, 2-time national champion, looking for his 3rd, trails 4-2.
Marianetti being worked on, and there's the encouragement from Lisa. This is a serious guy. Says his style is wide open, and that's the way he likes to do it. He is a 5-time state champ in South Dakota, which means he won the state championship in his weight class as an 8th grader. Is that not amazing? Junior national champ, cadet national champ, 2nd in the Big Ten in 93, 94 and 95. You know he's been number 1.
McIIravy needs to get his setups a little bit sharper, more crisp, to get underneath Marianetti. Marianetti, you got to give him credit. He's very composed. He is not letting 15,000 Hawkeye fans get to him and take him out of his game plan or panic. And he holds a 4-2 lead with under 20 seconds left in the first period.
He's a student of the game. His hero is Arlen Fitziev, you know him as the 8-time world champion, 2-time Olympian gold medalist.
Fitziev from the ex-Soviet Union, now Russia. Tremendous athlete.
Lisa McIIravy, you saw concern, but you see confidence still in the coach, Dan Gable, although his man down by 2. We go to the second period. The 150-pound NCAA national champion, Chip, the #1 seed, Lincoln McIIravy, behind, surprisingly, to #2, Steve Marianetti. We mentioned earlier that they have wrestled before and that McIIravy was the winner. And
Marianetti needs to be careful here. If McIIravy gets his right arm free, Marianetti doing a nice job of countering. McIIravy trying to step over that far leg, and now he's in a pretty good position. He really needs to be beautiful takedown. McIIravy was relentless with that hold. Marianetti gave him a great fight, but couldn't counter him out.
And we've got a close one now, 5-4. Minute 26 left to go in the second period.
You might see McIIravy turn him loose right away again. Gives him plenty of time to go for another takedown.
Gave him the escape, 6-4. Fighting Illini wrestler on top.
Marianetti doing a great job, but you just kind of feel like the dam is starting to have a few leaks. At any moment here, McIIravy could start the big-time offense. He's been stopped up to now by the Illini, but the Hawkeyes Johnson, Heffernan in the shirt, Johnson in the coat. In fact, Heffernan, an ex-Iowa wrestler.
They're everywhere, aren't they?
Right. McIIravy in on a single leg now. Oh, and he's almost had Marianetti stuck there. Almost had the fall.
But almost is not quite there. It's still 6-4. 36 seconds left to go, second period.
And you can just see the relentlessness of McIIravy constantly moving Marianetti, looking for that opening. And the crowd's starting to get on Marianetti now. McIIravy in on a single, ducks through, kind of come out back door, and in the process puts Marianetti flat on his back, but was unable to score there.
In the meantime, Marianetti
gets another takedown. Goes up 8-4 in the closing seconds of the second period.
And picks up momentum for this final period coming up. 8-4, a shocker in Carver Hawkeye Arena, and Mark Johnson and Jim Heffernan love it.
They are telling their wrestler to go down, get in that bottom position. But it's McIIravy who really has the choice, and he elects to be down.
A 57-match streak, a winning streak on the line. What's going through his mind right now? Does he think about that streak, or is he just totally focused on getting by this guy?
McIIravy, a beautiful escape there. Wasted little time in getting out, and now it's a 2-takedown game. McIIravy needs 2 takedowns to tie the match, unless, of course, he gets some near-fall points.
Riding time won't be a factor. Only 26-second advantage for Marianetti.
This should be the first of the 2 takedowns he needs. And his feet are down. He should have it.
And now it's 8-7. A minute 43 left.
And we got ourselves a match here, Dave. This is the best you can hope for.
Lisa McIIravy knows it's only a 1-point difference now. 8-4 was the score. He's rallied for 3, and momentum definitely with the junior Iowa Hawkeye.
And there's a question about the time here. They're over at the head table. They felt the clock had stopped early. There was no way, only 7 seconds elapsed, so they take it down to a minute 35.
The crowd here did not agree. but these gentlemen took control right off the bat. There is McIIravy's father.
And you'll see Lincoln turn him loose right away. And now it's a one takedown game. And McIIravy needs it to tie. If he gets it really quick, he might cut him loose again. The chances are that he's going to get it sometime with less than a minute left, and he'll have to ride Marianetti out to take it into sudden death.
The crowd senses a stall tactic here by Marianetti.
I just don't think anybody can keep the pace that McIIravy tries to keep.
1 minute left.
Doing a great job here of frustrating the Hawkeye wrestler.
He's finished second in the Big Ten in '95 and in '94. He's never won the big one. Maybe this is his magic moment and to put an end to the streak.
And he's behind McIIravy again. This could almost ice it. Oh, I don't know. That's just one leg, but they gave him the 2 points. They gave
11-7 with 35 to go. You're seeing history right here.
And Marianetti doing such a great job picking his moments, biding his time, being very focused. It's as though he doesn't even notice there's a crowd here.
Steve and Barbara Marianetti at home in Illinois. Weren't able to make it.
He's got McIIravy again, and that's going to do it.
13-8, 20 seconds, that's all that's left.
The Illinois wrestler, Marianetti, is going to upset two-time champion Lincoln McIIravy and end that 57-match winning streak.
Just a matter of moments now. 13-10.
See if McIIravy can come up with a big throw, but I'm sure Marianetti isn't going to let him do it.
It's over.
What an upset. What an upset.
You feel for the family. Lisa McIIravy. Dan Gable knows the pain. He lost his very last wrestling match. But there is a surprised, introspective, and happy young guy.
Oh, what a job. Steve Marianetti, he bided his time. He knew what he wanted to do. He took advantage of the aggression of Lincoln McIIravy, and he turned it into a national title.
We spoke with him this morning, and really, he was such a quiet, thoughtful guy. He knew he was up against impossible odds at Lincoln McIlravy's home with a 57-win streak on the line, and he did the impossible and wins his very first, and it will be his only, national championship. Steve Marianetti from the University of Illinois. We're back in just a moment.